Hey, good evening, good night, or good afternoon, wherever you are, or whatever time of day you are watching this. So it's been, 4 years? I was looking through the videos, 4 years since I've done a video, and a lot has happened during that time. Kind of took a hiatus. I think at one point I tried coming back and made a video or two, and then, nope, that was not the time. Now's the time. I guess it's been 4 years, and I've gone through a lot of changes. Been through a lot of things. I've had to deal with a lot of things, and in turn have learned a lot of things. Some lessons I'm very grateful for. Other lessons I'm grateful for, but I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. There's some hard things that happen. But one of the things that prompted this is, of course, everybody's talking about, and everybody has been talking about for the last 3 days, and deservedly so, would be the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I'll do a video tomorrow. Probably a couple videos. I'll split it up. It's one of the things I've kind of been, learning over the last, 3 days that God opened up my eyes to, and it's not something that I think God allowed me to experience, just for me to keep it to myself. And it also came across me as over the last couple of days that the other things that I've gone through and I have learned was also not just lessons for me or lessons that I should keep to myself. So that's kind of where coming back and starting this up, kind of where I want to take this. In past videos, it was more focused on end times and things that are happening. And I may still do some of that from time to time when I'm led. I'm not in the States anymore. I've been living overseas for over about 2.5 years now. Where is not important. I will say it is somewhere in the Middle East. So yeah, I do have a lot of views and I'd say insights that different people in the States may not have, or they're taking their information from sources where sometimes I hear it and I'm like, that's not entirely what's happening on the ground. So at times I may get into that. Most of the time I'll probably just leave it alone and let people, report on what they want to report on, and just let the watchers be the watchers, and just share whatever I'm led to share. I think coming back, more what I'm going to focus on is lessons I've learned. And a lot of them kind of coincide with a strength that I've learned, that I have, even more over the last 4 years than before. Kind of always been known as a person that's not afraid to say what they're thinking, how they're thinking it. I've also been known as a person that's not afraid to tackle the subjects other people are kind of afraid to talk about. Me, it doesn't bother me. I talk about whatever. And that person has become even more pronounced as I've been learning. Learning kind of my reputation, where I work, and with people that I am. That's even more evident now than even before. Before I was in a situation, and I may talk a little bit about that one day, but the situation required me to compromise a lot of who I was to try and keep the situation working. And a lot of that I lost. I lost a lot of who I was. And I think a lot of the last 4 years has been a relearning of who I am, figuring out who I am, and being that's one thing that I've seen as a person that I am, and I want to use that as a strong suit. Tackle the things that people either have questions about. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I may not have the answers, but I'll let you know right now, I will do research into it and then share what I find out. And then, of course, back it up with what the Bible says, because ultimately that is the foundation on our learning and what we share. So I just kind of wanted to come on and reintroduce myself. I'm Derek. This is my channel, What God Taught Me, and that's what we'll be talking about. And an explanation of where I foresee this channel going for now. As time goes on, maybe God will lead me in another way, and it may take a new direction. But if you come to this channel, I know I only got like 36 subscribers. I had more before. Of course, when you're offline for 4 years, so of course people are going to unsubscribe and whatnot. So if you are one of the subscribers, it's to let you know where this channel is kind of going to go. I'm kind of hoping that I get a few more subscribers, because then I can just do things live, and I think a lot of times I'm going to prefer doing them live than doing a recording with where I work and with what I do. I work 72 hours a week, and I'm on the road about 12 hours a week. So they're very long weeks, and most of my week is taken up with my day job. So there's probably not going to be a whole lot of videos coming out every week. I know I was trying to do 2 or 3 videos a week before. It may be 1 or 2, but just so you guys know where I'm coming from. So that's kind of all I kind of wanted to say as I begin this channel up. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm excited to see where God leads this. Really, if it brings one person to Christ, or if the lessons I've learned over the 4 years help someone else learn the lessons faster, so they don't have to go through what I went through, or if the lessons I learned help someone who's going through something similar, then really that's all I care about. If that's all that this does, then it's going to be worth whatever time I spend to it, and however many videos I make to save that one soul. Or I don't save them, but being used as a tool for God to save even just one soul, or make the difference in one person's life, then it's all worth it. So I'm exhausted. I've had a very long week, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. But after I get some rest, because I've learned in the past that trying to make videos when you're exhausted, that's a weak point, and sometimes the enemy can utilize that time of weakness and cause something untrue to be said, or something be said and take the wrong way. So I'd rather get a good night's sleep, get rested, and then I'll make and post the videos tomorrow. But I just wanted to get on here, let you guys know. I hope everyone's doing well, and I'm excited for this journey. Let's see where God takes it. You all have a good evening, a good day, or a good morning, wherever you're at. God bless.